everybody, this is Joni, and I am back again to make a wreath for my arches that I have in my living room on either side of my painting that I did. And I always put a wreath up there on either side of them, and then I decorate it some way. So I have gotten one out, and I've been looking to see if I can find something that I like, and I think that I like this way. So I'm gonna take these things out, and I'll show you all what I'm gonna do with it. And I'm gonna make two, but I'm just gonna make one on camera, and that should give you enough information that you could go ahead and make two if you wanted to. And so I'll go ahead and get started. Excuse me. I don't know what in the world is getting wrong with me, but I am getting so hoarse that it's not even funny. But this is a boxwood wreath, and I think that I bought it at Hobby Lobby, but to tell you the truth, I had it last Christmas, and so I don't really remember where I did get it, but I know they have them there, and they have them at Michael's, and from time to time they have them at Walmart. So you could probably get one just about anywhere that you would want one if you would want to make it. Now, let's see. I'm probably going to have to let the camera down a little bit so that you can watch me decorate it. Yeah, that will do it. So I can just get to work on that and have it done hopefully before too long. If I can, I would lose my head if it weren't hooked on. It's a good thing that it is hooked on, because it wouldn't be there very long. Now, I thought that I had removed these things, but I'm going to go and use one of these. I was going to use more of these picks, but for some reason, this fall, I am just not into, well, you'll never know it by the house, but I'm in more to the neutrals and blues and greens and whites. But like I say, you'll never know that when you see the house, so. Because it has all of the fall in its glorious colors, which I've always dearly loved, and I still do. But for some reason, I've just been wanting more of the neutral colors. Now, I got this at, I believe it was Hobby Lobby. And it's just a bow. You can see the back of it. And it just has a pumpkin with some little berries on it with a couple leaves. That's all there is on it. And it looked pretty ragged and haggard and everything when I got a hold of it. But I took the ribbon and I put it way out like that. I don't know, I might be able to pull that camera in a little more now that you're closer to me. Oh, no, probably take, yeah, it will take away. But anyway, you can see a little bit of the materials better. And then I'll show you good the wreath as I'm doing it. So I just took my fingers and got in there, and I just fluffed them out like this. Just full length of my fingers in width. And that makes the bow go really wide. Each little part of your bow. And it makes it much prettier than, they had it all folded down and creased, and it just didn't look good. So I fluffed it out, trying to get rid of those wrinkles where it's been down there so long, pressed down so long that it's hard to get rid of them. But that's what I'm going to put at the very top of it, if I can hold on to it. Now, I'm going to take just a little dab, I guess you would call it, of glue and put right here on the back of the ribbon because I don't want it to stick really tight because I'll be using these for Christmas as well. So I'm just going to put a little bit on here. I just want it to stick well enough that I'm not going to have trouble with it because it's going to be on here for a while since I'm decorating as early as I am. I'm going to have to see exactly where I want to put this in the middle up here. I don't want it up too high, I don't want it down too low. So I'm going to have to get it about in the center of the bow, or maybe a little below the center line. I think will be better. And let that set before I turn loose. And I may have to glue some of my leaves down a little bit too on the boxwood. I have boxwood shrubs outside all around my house. And I love them. I think they're so beautiful. And then I have the lava stone around under that, under the shrubs. And it really looks pretty when it's got all the weeds cut out of it. Ivan came through here. There was another hurricane about 5, 6, 7 years ago. And it was longer than that, my goodness. But it brought what they call, I think it's hurricane or tornado grass from the beach. And you might know where it landed, right in my lava stone. Now that was not going to stick. Now what am I going to do with that? I may have to put a pick in it and stick the pick down in. I bet that's what I'll have to do. I'll cut one of these long pieces of metal off of one of these flowers and then glue it onto the other thing and make a pick out of it. Maybe that will help it stick down in there. I hope. But we tried and tried and tried to get get rid of that stuff. And we sprayed and sprayed. And finally, I believe it was last year, we had just about gotten all of it out. And I was wondering if it didn't come another thing and something else attached itself out there to the lava stone and is having a heyday out there. So it's a mess to try to keep it clean, but it's beautiful when it's kept that way. My husband kept it that way. But when you hire people to do things like that, they don't take as much care with it as you do your own things. And I had my grass cut for about probably 6 years or so because I can't mow it because of these crazy hernias of mine. So anyway, I was getting my grass mowed and they started getting so, well, they were supposed to do the shrubs and they were supposed to do the lava stone and they were supposed to mow the grass and cut the shrubs when they needed it. And they got to where they didn't do anything, so I had to let them go. And my son-in-law started mowing, but he doesn't have the time to take care of it like it should be. So it hasn't really been taken care of like it should be for quite a while. And I hate hate to see that, but it's one of those things in life that happens. That flower right there acts like it's about ready to fall off. I'll have to glue it to the ribbon also. Hold that until it gets dry. The other one is just about dry. If I had known this, I would have done this before I came on camera. But I had no idea that that wouldn't stick to the boxwood. I've been going to dry some of the boxwood and make my own wreaths with that, because they say that it's, well, it is, I've seen it, it's gorgeous, and but you have to have a mixture of a bunch of different things to put it in and let it stay for a certain period of time. So I never did mess with it. I think it's just easier to go and buy one of these plastic ones and do what you want to do with it. Get another glue stick. I know I have, here's one. There's a bunch. Get that on my finger, you're probably going to hear me yell Geronimo because that stuff burns like crazy. I hope that that'll stick with that. Try to keep it there until it gets set. Gets on there straight. Try to get it down inside that boxwood a little bit. It will help to support it. Get this thing on straight. I will be so happy when I can stand up and look at my stuff as I'm making it, because you're at a loss when you can't, a disadvantage I should say, when you're sitting down and you're just guessing what's happening up there that you can't see. Even when you look in the camera, you can't see that well. Okay, that seems to be on there pretty good now. Let me pick it up and check it. Oh my goodness. No, it's not. I don't understand why that stuff is not sticking like it should, unless there's just not enough of it. This might be too heavy for it, but it shouldn't be. I just don't think I'm getting enough wax. Well, there's wax, yeah. Enough glue. And this glue will glue anything if you get enough of it. So, put it down in there and hold it and quit wiggling it around and maybe it'll do something. As my mama used to say to me, a watching pot never boils. I don't know if you've ever heard that saying or not, but it's quite true. You can put something on the boil and keep watching it and watching it, and it takes forever. You walk away and start to do something and it's ready before you're ready for it then. these things I was going to put on this. And then when I got them all spread out here and I put a few of them on there, I didn't care for them like I thought I would, so I had to just pull them back and lay them over to the side on the table. Oh, I'm a tired puppy. I've had a full day. I've been having internet problems again, and I didn't have internet for 3 days. You would think that we lived in the boondocks so far until they hardly had a phone even come in there, let alone internet. And and I've been having trouble with my long distance lines on my phone. So I bought a new telephone, and I was talking to my niece the other night. She's out of state, and I could hardly hear her for the roaring. And when I would pick the phone up and talk with Tanya, I would hear some voices on there, and I told her, I said, there are voices on my line or your line, and I don't know which it is. But I said, we've got to get it checked out. So I had the guy come today, and he fixed my internet, and now I have an internet that's just zooming. I mean, it's like it should have been all along. And he said that a lot of times they will give you one of the, I think it's called a router, and they have been worked on and had new parts put in them, or parts, let's say parts put in them. And then when you get them, they don't work but just a short time, and then you're without internet. And yeah, it was terrible what I went through with for a while here. And then finally they came and fixed it, and it worked for about 6 weeks or 2 months maybe, and then it went out and was out 3 days. So I just called him and told him, I said, I can't do this, not going to. So he came and fixed it today, and it's really working well now, and I'm hoping it will stay that way. If it doesn't, they're gonna have to come back and fix it again. And the guy's coming sometime before the 12th, because the 12th is my son's birthday, and he's coming before the 12th to fix my phone. And so maybe I'll get both of those things fixed. Get some of these things taken care of that have been aggravating me so much. And maybe I can, I'm afraid to shake it. Afraid it'll fall off. Okay, it's staying on pretty well. There it is. So that's that much of it. That looks good. I like that. Now, I just found out I'm going to have to, the ones that I glue, I'm going to have to glue them more heavily than what I thought I was. Now, I'm just going to intermittently around through here put some, I'm trying to use these chrysanthemums sort of as a theme throughout my living room, from one side to the other. And I'm going to try to just sort of stick these down in the top of that and on either side, and try to get them matched if I can get them straight. So I had all these tags off. I got these at, I got some of them at the Dollar Tree, and I got some at Walmart, and I got some at Hobby Lobby. So just a variety of places I got those. I'm going to use 2 up there, and I'm going to try to put 2 down here. And I've got my sticks on them long, so they can go down in there and grab hold and stay in there. And I'm not going to glue them because with that stick, I'm not going to need the glue. I really was happy that you all liked my wreath and my centerpiece for my coffee table. You seem to really, really like both of them. And you got big kicks out of my having to be in the closet and everything. I think that would tickle anybody. But I think that these mums are just beautiful. I love the white. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just carrying them throughout, right across my living room. And trying to get everything pulled together. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do right here in the center. I really haven't made up my mind. If I could find something I really liked. While that guy was here today fixing my internet, he had to go in my studio. And I was so ashamed of it. Because I had bought flowers for fall, and I had told you all that I had gotten rid of all my other flowers, just about all of them, and I had. But then when I went to buy flowers for the fall things that I had to fix, I had just about the same amount in there again, and they were in bags in my studio, sitting on the floor and on the couch. And I told him, I said, I'm going to get these put away. And in fact, I started putting them away while he was there and putting them in containers. So by the time he got ready to leave, I had them picked up. It looked better. But I can't believe I have that many flowers again. And I'm going to be stuck with them again. Not good. And it's going to be Christmas next time, and a few of them may work for Christmas, but I'm wondering. Let's see what a few of these leaves will look like. And through here, just sticking them down in. I want to thank you guys who are praying for my nephew, Eddie. Okay, here it is. Now, I personally like the white mums. I have those down here just a little bit crooked because I couldn't see where I was putting them. I have this one right here over on the left side. It needs to be a little different and line it up with this one. Push this one up maybe a little bit. And I think that will look better, but I'll do that when I get it off the camera. And, but that is the way I'm going to fix my next one. And then I'll hang those on my arches. And I think that will look pretty. So I hope that you guys like this. And my next project that I'm going to do, what is my next project? I'm thinking I'm forgetting what it is. I have one ready to go just about, but I have one that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I've never gotten around to it, but I do have all the things I need for it, and I've made arrangement to make sure that I do, have everything I need for it. And so I will probably be making it next week, and then one of the ladies wants me to make a bow for her, and so I told her that I would, and so I'll make one of those for one of the things. And then I won't show the next bow, the next wreath when I make it, because it's just going to be like this one. And then I have I have about 3 projects that could go boom, 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 but I really can't remember what they are because it's late down here. It's 10 after 12. And that's usually my speed limit at night. I think I see a tag. Indeed, I do see a tag. I should have seen that when I put it in, but I didn't. Now, no more tag. I may have to put just a drop of glue on those leaves, I'm not sure. But I think that's about it. And so I want to thank you all again for your prayers for Eddie. And thank you for being so kind and sweet and everything to me and to Tanya and everything. And we love you guys. And just remember, so does God. He loves you dearly. So I'll talk with you guys later. Bye-bye.